There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, hoo-ha! Mystery Island, hoo-ha!
And no one gets hurt. Ouch!
Sorry.
That's okay. It's my fault. I should have been horsing around.
Well, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Well, this may be a dumb question, but...
Nonsense. There's no such thing as a dumb question.
Well, I've been wondering, what exactly is a buccaneer?
I'm sorry, I take it back. That was a dumb question. You mean to tell me you worked at Buccaneer Bay all this time and you don't know what a buccaneer is?
I've only been working here 1 day.
Oh yeah, it just seems longer than that.
So, what is it, a fish?
Fish? Of course not.
A bird?
No, it's not a bird.
Well then what is it? I give up.
Buccaneer is just a fancy word for pirate, that's all.
Oh, so that's why we're wearing these pirate costumes.
Yes, and because Mystery Island is chock full of pirate history.
I see the connection.
Well, good. I just hope our guests are a little sharper. So, did you finish your list?
Yes, ma'am. I make a bed, water the flowers, I pick the trashes.
Good.
I even did something you didn't ask me to do.
Really? Like what?
Like cleaning up the glass vase.
What glass vase?
The one I broke.
Oh, dear.
I also put those big weeds in the front pots.
What? Those weren't weeds, they were orange grasses.
Oh, well, that sure looks like weeds.
Anything else?
I also unloaded the dishwasher and put all the dishes away.
Well, I guess there's no harm in that.
And to save space, I stacked them in one great big tower, and boy, was it high.
Oh no, just wait, don't. Hello, detective.
Were you aware of a suspicious package in your mailbox?
A sub sandwich?
What? Not my lunch, you nitwit. The parcel.
Sorry, detective.
Oh, thank you. I've been expecting this.
Oh, you have you? Make a note of that.
What?
What she just said.
What did she say?
What did you say?
When?
Just now.
I don't remember.
So what do you want me to write down?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yes, nothing. Just be ready next time I tell you to write something down.
Detective. What the? What?
Jillian, what are you doing?
Bring me some water. All the glasses are broken, so I brought you the hose instead.
New employee?
Yes, she just started yesterday.
Did she now? Make a note of that.
Yes, nothing.
Ever check your references?
Apparently not. Yes, we did a background check.
A thorough one. You know you cannot be too careful these days. Are you getting all this?
Yes.
What is your name, child?
Jillian Vale, ma'am. I mean, Your Excellency. No, I'm a detective.
Billy and Dale, you say? Well, we'll have to see about that, won't we? But in the meantime, I can speak privately with Miss Mabry about a very important matter. Miss Mabry.
Oh, sorry.
I just received the coroner's report on Mr. Richardson.
Oh, and what did it say?
What did it say?
Yes, the report. What did it say?
Now, what kind of question is that? You know, as well as I do, that reports cannot talk.
Okay then, what did you find out?
Oh, well, there was no sign of foul play, so apparently Mr. Richardson died of natural causes.
Well, that's good. I mean, that he died of natural causes. I mean, that there was no foul play. Well, anyway, he's in a much better place now. Thank you, Detective. I appreciate you letting me know.
It was my duty to let you know, and so I did my duty and let you know.
Well, thank you. Just the same.
Of course. And now I must
Detective? I believe your car is that way.
Yes, I knew that. I was just detecting.
Congratulations, you officially met Detective No Clue.
I'm not sure I like her.
That's okay, she's harmless.
So, what'd you get? A book? That's not very exciting.
Says who? Don't you know that reading has many benefits?
Like what?
Well, let's see. It helps your concentration, improves your memory, makes you smarter. Just think of it as exercise for your brain.
Wow, sounds good to me. Can I go read my magazine?
Nice try.
So, what's your book about?
It's about God and his attributes.
His what?
Attributes, you know, characteristics. His love, his justice, his power, basically what he's like.
Oh,
I read a quote the other day that really got my attention. It said the most important thing about you is what comes into your mind when you think about God.
that's really interesting.
I know, I had to think about that one for a moment. But it's true. Nothing's more important than God. And my understanding of who he is really does affect how I live my life. So I thought, wow, I better get it right. You see, we often have wrong views of God. We get ideas in our head, but those ideas aren't necessarily true. In fact, if you do an internet search for the question, who is God, we'll get over 2 billion answers. And most of them are wrong.
Wait, but then how will we know what God is actually like?
That's easy. By reading God's Word, the Bible. If you haven't read it, you're going to find out that he's much greater than you can imagine. He's wonderful, and he cares about you. I guess he finally arrived.
Wait, so what do I do now?
Just smile and make them feel welcome. This is their first visit to Mystery Island, and hopefully not their last.
Sounds easy enough. How many will there be?
3.
Just 3?
That's right. This is a special engagement. The season hasn't officially started yet, so this will be a good week for you to get your feet wet. And here they are now, Chris and Callie Richardson. Look how happy they are, and so they should be. They think they want a vacation, but they're about to find out that it's more than that. Much, much more.
Really? What?
You'll find out soon enough.
Wait, but I thought we're going to be 3.
I did say that. Miss Henson will be arriving later, so this is it for now. My dear guests, I am your host, Miss Mabry. Welcome to Mystery Island!
There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Won't you come along? Mystery Island, ooh, Mystery Island, ooh. There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along? Mystery Island, ooh, Mystery Island.
Thank God, it's such a beautiful day. Good morning. Is your sister coming?
Yes, she should be here in a moment. This is such a beautiful place and I love the pirate theme.
People do seem to enjoy it.
And your costume is fantastic.
Well, thank you.
And your necklace looks interesting.
Oh, it's my own necklace.
Oh, necklace.
Yes, I wear it to remind me of how great God is. The O stands for the 3 big O words: omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent.
Wow, those are big words. What do they mean?
Well, take the first one, omnipotent. Omni means all, and potent means power. So when you put them together, you get all power, or all powerful, which means there's nothing too hard for God. Whether it's calming a storm with just a word, healing someone, or making something out of nothing, he can do it, no problem.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, after all, he's God, right?
Exactly. The next one is omniscient, which means all-knowing. Or in other words, God knows everything. And I mean everything. Which means he's never learned anything. Nothing has ever occurred to him. He's never had to think about something or plan out his course of action. He knows every hair on your head, every grain of sand on earth, and every star in the universe. Every thought that's been thought and every word that's been spoken. There's nothing he doesn't know.
Whoa, that blows my mind.
I know, mine too. And the last one is omnipresent.
Which means all present?
That's right. God is everywhere at the same time, from the bottom of the ocean to the farthest point of outer space. There's nowhere you can go that God isn't already there, which means you can't hide from him. But it also means that you're never truly alone.
Wow, I like that. That's neat to think about.
Yeah, so you see, just knowing that God is with me, that he knows everything about me, and that he can do anything is very comforting.
You wouldn't happen to have any O necklaces in your gift shop, would you?
No, sorry, but here, you can have mine.
Oh no, I couldn't take yours.
No, please, I can make another one, really.
Thanks, that's very kind of you.
What?
Excuse me. Jillian, it's almost 10 o'clock. Why aren't you working?
Sorry, I was taking a walk on the beach, lost track of time, and then I found this cute little lizard. He's gone.
What?
Don't do that again. I thought I'd lost you. Oh, sorry.
And I suppose you want to keep him?
May I please?
Just don't ever let me see him. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now get to work.
Sorry I'm late. I overslept.
Oh, that's not a problem. I trust the accommodations are satisfactory?
Oh, yes. Everything is wonderful.
Good. So, you're probably wondering why you're here.
Well, we want a vacation, right?
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
You know, it might be better if you sit down for this.
Uh-oh, now you're making me nervous.
Don't worry. There's nothing to be nervous about.
Oh, fresh squeezed lemonade? Yeah, right. This is just the cheap stuff from a can. Mostly sugar.
Thank you, Jillian. Now, how about some ice for their lemonade?
Coming right up.
Delightful girl. She just started this week. So, anyway, where were we?
I think you were going to tell us why we're here.
Oh, yes. Well, first of all, you didn't win this vacation.
I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true.
No, you don't understand. You see, you didn't win it because it was a gift.
What? From whom? Who'd want to give us a vacation?
She's probably gonna say the some rich uncle that we never heard of died and left us an inheritance.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Actually, that's exactly what happened.
You're kidding, right?
No, she isn't kidding.
What?
This is Miss Teresa Henson, an attorney from Finley & Associates. She arrived just after you did. Jillian, why aren't you using ice tongs?
Oh, I couldn't find them, but don't worry. My hands are clean.
Will you excuse me for a moment? I only have to do some employee training.
What? Is something wrong?
Anyways, I represent your uncle's estate.
But that's impossible. We've never had an uncle.
Well, I can guarantee you, there is no mistake. Your father had a brother, and his name was Joe Richardson. It says so right here.
This is crazy.
Well, it may be crazy, but it is also true.
Then why haven't we heard of him before?
Well, I don't know.
So, what do you know about him?
Well, I do know that he was a treasure hunter.
A treasure hunter? You mean like Indiana Jones?
I guess. But your uncle was one of the best. Rugged, fearless, never gave up. Why, once he even wrestled a lion to retrieve the clue that he needed.
Wow. Sounds like you knew him.
Oh, no, just things I've heard or read about. That's all.
So, why did he come to Mystery Island?
Because Mystery Island is full of pirate history, which means treasure. In fact, it's said that the largest pirate treasure on Earth is buried somewhere on this island.
Really? That's awesome.
Yep, the ultimate treasure. The one that even Blackbeard himself searched for but couldn't find. Captain Scurvy Legs Gold.
Captain Scurvy Legs Gold? Sounds something right out of an adventure book.
Yep, and your uncle wanted to find it if it was the last thing that he did.
So, did he?
We don't know, but he did find something. There's no doubt about that.
Have you discussed the inheritance with them yet?
I was just getting to that.
Wow, inheritance. Don't you love the sound of that?
Yes, I can't believe this is happening to us.
So when it comes to the inheritance, the will usually states what's to be given and how it's to be given. And your uncle's will is no exception to that.
Except what?
Except there's a twist. Your uncle, being a treasure hunter, wanted your inheritance to include a treasure hunt.
You're kidding.
No, she's quite serious.
So here's how it works. There are 3 legs to the hunt. At the beginning of each, you'll be given a map with clues to find the buried artifact. Once you find the buried artifact and bring it back here, you'll be given the map for the next leg. Does that make sense?
And what happens if we don't find the artifact?
Then I guess you don't get the inheritance.
Oh.
Then we have to find it.
So, are you ready to start?
Absolutely. Let's get this show on the road.
All right then, I've got briefcase number 1 right here. So I'll input my combination first, then Miss Henson will input her combination.
Cool, just like a spy movie.
And inside should be the first treasure map.
Yup, it's a treasure map, all right. Sorry.
There is one stipulation.
What's that?
We're not permitted to help you.
Oh, great. So we're on our own?
I'm afraid so.
Thanks, Uncle Joe, for making it easy.
That's okay. We can do this. I know we can. We just have to figure out how to read this map.
You're not giving me much confidence.
That's okay. We can figure it out as we go. Come on!
Hey, wait for me.
There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery. There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, hoo-ha! Mystery Island, hoo-ha!
Hey, it's me. No, the coast is clear. No one's around. Oh, yeah. So easy. They fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. So payday is just around the corner. You know, I kind of like this whole dressing up business and feeling important. Makes me think I should have been a lawyer for real. Oh, wait, someone's coming. Well, I don't know about Christmas, Mom. You know how much I hate to travel during the holidays. And besides, there's a big case I'm working on about big important stuff. I'm gonna have to call you back. What do you want?
That's what I'm supposed to ask you.
What?
So, what would you like? We've got ice cream, cold drinks, giant pretzels.
I'm good. Thanks.
Really? Because I'd really like to serve you.
That's nice, hon. But really, I'm good. I don't need anything. Why are you still standing there?
Because Miss Avery says I need to get my feet wet.
What?
I need to get my feet wet. You see, I've never done this job before. In fact, I've never done any job before, and I really need the experience because this is the only winter guest.
Okay, okay. Just get me a water with lemon.
Okay, so that's 1 water with lemon, you said, right?
Yes, lemon.
Oh no, my feet are broke. Now what am I gonna do?
I don't know. Maybe you could just memorize the order.
Yeah, I guess I could. So what was it you wanted again?
A water with lemon.
Right, a water with lemon. Coming right up.
Sorry, it was some kid trying to be a waitress. Anyways, I should have something of value in my hands very soon. But don't worry. One way or another, I'm gonna get that treasure.
Ma'am? Miss Henson? Where'd she go? Down there. It sure isn't easy being a waitress. Ice water with lemon. Not bad. Actually quite refreshing. Miss Mabry,
I believe you have work to do, young lady.
I was working. I was working Miss Henson. But then she just disappeared.
Come here.
What's wrong?
Her tag is sticking up.
Is that all? I thought I was in trouble.
What's that on your elbow? I don't know.
guard better than I. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, Detective.
And that is where you are wrong, because you forget the simple fact that I am a trained officer of the law. Besides, what's one little scratch in the dent when you consider the important work we're doing?
Oh, hello, Detective No Clue.
It's pronounced na-clue.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have I been saying it wrong all this time?
You have, madam.
So it's pronounced not clue?
That's what I said.
Well, I'll try to remember that. So what brings you to Mother Bay?
Official police business. Stella?
Right. The Mr. Island Police Department, in an effort to improve its services, is conducting a survey to see how its citizens feel about the effectiveness of the department. Therefore, your participation is very much appreciated.
Interesting. So who came up with the questions?
I did.
That's what I thought. So you want me to answer these, huh?
Yes, please. So, the first question is true or false. On a scale of 1 to 10, how effective is the Mr. Island Police Department?
And you want me to answer true or false?
That's correct.
Okay then, I guess I'll say false.
Is that your final answer?
Sure, why not?
Okay, next question. Yes or no? When you have a problem, would you rather call the Mr. Island Police Department?
Or?
Or what?
Exactly. Isn't the question missing something?
I don't believe so.
Never mind. I'll just say no to that one.
Okay, next question.
Not clue here. Yes? 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 I see. Yes, we'll be right there. So she's up to her old tricks again.
Detective, what is it?
There seems to have been a robbery at the Pirates Museum. Captain Hook's hook is missing.
Oh no.
Yes, no doubt the work of Miss Gina Patel, International Antiquities Thief, otherwise known as the Snake.
How do you know who it was?
It's my business to know. But don't worry, we'll find her and bring her to justice. Rest assured of that. Well, it's a pity we cannot stay to complete the survey, but we must leave immediately. Come, Stella.
Yes, Detective.
Detective?
Yes, what is it?
Your car is that way.
Of course. I knew that. I was just testing you.
Okay.
Why were the police here?
Oh, just conducting a silly survey. But then they had to rush off because the pirate museum was just robbed.
Oh no! Hopefully they'll catch him soon. Did they catch him?
Don't think so.
Oh, that's a pity. Hopefully they'll catch him.
There's little chance of that as long as Detective No Clue is involved. I just hate that there's a criminal element on the island. Oh good, the Richardsons are back. So, how'd it go?
Well, we got lost a couple of times and almost gave up.
But then we started getting into the groove and hit checkpoints. It was hard though.
And hot.
So, did you guys find the artifact?
Sure did. Would you like to see it?
Would I?
I mean,
Of course I would.
it's definitely not Captain Scurvy Lifestyle, but at least we're one step closer to the treasure, right?
Wow. It's gotta be worth something, don't you think?
Well, according to your uncle, it's over 1,000 years old and belonged to King Masulamiu of Naroon.
It's pronounced Musulamu.
You've heard of it?
I might have.
Wow, I'm impressed.
So, what else does it say about King Moo?
Well, it says here that he became king when he was 12 years old.
12 years old?
And he was a good king at first, but then as his kingdom grew and he became powerful, he became terribly ruthless and cruel. Wow, how sad is that?
So, he started out well, but didn't end well. Just like so many others.
Yeah, you know, there's only one king that will always be good and just. Only one that will never change. And that's God himself. He's the king of the universe.
If that's true, if he really is the king of the universe, then why does he allow evil kings like King Moo?
Because of sin, that's why. You see, at the beginning, when everything was good, God set some rules. But the first humans, Adam and Eve, disobeyed, which resulted in a curse on everything.
So that's why bad things happen? Because of the curse?
That's right.
But why did God allow things to happen that way? Couldn't he have done things differently?
No, because he never makes a mistake. This isn't plan B. You see, God is holy, which means his character is perfect, and his ways are infinitely higher than ours. So we have to trust him. The problem is, our thoughts about God are way too small. He's so much bigger and better than we could ever imagine.
Ahem. Why don't I hold on to the crown while you two start the next leg?
Start the next leg? You can't be serious. Can't we wait until morning?
Yeah, we're pretty tuckered out.
Absolutely. You enjoy your evening. You've earned it.
Fine. Then we'll meet first thing in the morning, 7 o'clock.
Can we make it 8?
There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, hoo-ha! Mystery Island, hoo! There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, Mystery Island.
Don't forget to sweep the sidewalk, and make sure you check all the light fixtures. There are a couple bulbs out in each lane. The flowers are dry. Oh, and dirty dishes. How lovely. Well, what's got you in such a tizzy?
Making sure she's not around.
Who's not? Who's not around?
Miss Henson.
Miss Henson! Miss Henson isn't here, so please stop shing me.
Oh, sorry.
Now, why on earth are you so bothered about Mrs. Henson?
Well, I don't think she is who she says she is.
What are you talking about?
Well, she didn't know what the word notwithstanding meant.
So?
So my father's a lawyer, and he says that there's one word that all lawyers know. It's the word notwithstanding. And she didn't know what it meant, so I don't think she's a lawyer after all.
Well, that's ridiculous. Miss Henson is most certainly a lawyer, and a good one at that. And besides, why would she go to the trouble of pretending to be a lawyer?
Well, I don't really know, but...
And neither do I. So I suggest that you stop pretending to be a detective and start being a bus girl.
Yes, ma'am. I still think Miss Henson's a fake, and next time I see her, I'm gonna treat her like one. Oh no, not again. But I still don't understand. How are you gonna catch her if you don't know what she looks like?
My trained instincts will tell me, as always. Perhaps someday you will understand. So everyone's hiding. Well, we have ways of dealing with that. I'll look over there, and you look over there.
Yes, detective.
Oh, hello, detective. What brings you here?
We are looking for Miss Gina Patel, International Antiquities Thief, otherwise known as the Snake.
Oh, yes, the Pirate Museum property.
And how do you know about that?
You told us about it yesterday, remember?
Of course. I remember. I was just testing you.
So why are you at Buccaneer Bay? You certainly don't think Miss Patel is here, do you?
Maybe she is, and maybe she isn't. And that is why I must leave no stone unturned. So, I will need to see a guest list.
Of course.
Now the interrogation begins. Watch closely, and you'll learn something.
Yes, detective.
The machine, please.
Yes, detective. Detective?
Yes, what is it?
Someone's coming.
Excellent. Our first victims. I mean, suspects.
You know, I really think we're starting to get the hang of this treasure hunting business, don't you?
Yeah, maybe we should become professional treasure hunters.
Like Uncle Joe? I don't think so.
Ahem.
Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't see you standing there.
Yes, I know that. I am Detective Na Clue from the Mystery Island Police Department, and I need to ask you a few questions.
Really?
Did we do something wrong?
We shall see. Please have a seat.
What is that?
A lie detector machine that detects lies.
Kelly, I don't like this.
It's okay. You have nothing to be afraid of.
So, here's how it works. nothing will happen. But if you tell me something that is not true, the machine will detect it and make a buzzing noise. Allow me to demonstrate. I am Detective Nah Clue. See? Obviously a true statement, so no buzzing. But if I were to say 2 + 2 = 7, see?
Wow, impressive. I'll bet you've caught some big-time criminals with that thing, huh?
Indeed we have. But let's move along. So, who would like to go first?
I guess I will.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just want to get it over with.
Then let's begin. What's your name?
Chris Richardson.
Write that down.
Yes, Detective.
So, Mr. Richardson, have you ever been to the Pirates Museum?
No, I didn't even know there was a pirate museum.
Have you ever been to the Captain Hook exhibit at the Pirate Museum?
I just told you I've never been to the pirate museum, so no.
So, my instincts are telling me that you have never been to the Pirates Museum. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Ah, now we are getting somewhere.
Hello, this is Stella. Oh, hello, Commissioner. No, she can't come to the phone. She's busy with an interrogation. Okay, I'll ask her. Detective, do you know anything about Commissioner's birthday cake? He says it's missing.
Of course not. Actually, I may have seen someone take it. Fine. I ate it.
You ate it? The whole thing?
Yes, but I was just trying to protect the commissioner. It looked like it might have been poisoned. And that will conclude today's interrogation. Good day.
Well, that was certainly interesting.
Oh, good, you're back. Did the detective leave?
Yes, you just missed her.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. So, you finished the second leg?
Yes, we did.
Good. And you found the artifact?
I've got it right here. Wait, shouldn't you call Miss Henson?
No, I don't think that's necessary. We can still learn later. Wow, look at that. Stone heart. Let's see what the fact sheet has to say. Okay, it says here that it was crafted in 1437 by the Renaissance sculptor Rudius. Wow, that would certainly make it valuable. But anyway, it was crafted to commemorate the loving heart of King Destrian of Faramond. His generosity and acts of kindness were legendary, especially to the widows and orphans of his kingdom.
Wow, I'd love to hear more about him.
I know, I would too. But do you know who it reminds me of?
Who?
God. I mean, as much as King Destrian loved his people, no king has ever loved his people more than God, not even close.
Really? How so?
Well, the Bible tells us that God is perfectly holy and just, and he created us to live in harmony with him. But as I was saying yesterday, our first parents, Adam and Eve, rebelled, and as a result, sin was ushered into the world.
Is that the curse you're talking about?
Yes, very good.
See, I was listening.
Good, because what I'm telling you is so important. You see, as descendants of Adam and Eve, we've all participated in this sin. And so every one of us is guilty and rightly deserves God's punishment.
But if I'm a good person, I would go to heaven, right?
It's not as simple as that. You see, the Bible tells us that no one is good, not even one. And that's because God's standard of goodness is different than ours.
What can we do?
There's nothing we can do. The penalty for sin is too big. Only God can fix the problem, and thankfully, he did. How? By sending his son, Jesus Christ. He came to earth over 2,000 years ago, lived a perfect life, and died the death that we deserved as a substitute for us. Then, on the third day, he rose again, proving that the penalty had been satisfied. So, in other words, God paid the penalty himself. That's how much he loves us.
Sorry for interrupting, but I need to talk to you right now.
Excuse me. What's wrong?
I found something.
What do you mean you found something?
You gotta see this.
There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, mystery. There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, hoo ha! Mystery Island, hoo.
Okay, Miss Henson is headed this way. I'm going to alert Detective No Clue while you keep her occupied. Any questions?
Nope, I'm ready for her.
Good. And whatever you do, don't let her out of your sight until I get back.
Don't worry, I'll stick to her like glue.
I'm just sorry I'm going to miss it.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Hey, it's me. No, no one's around. The coast is clear. Oh, yeah, they're doing the final leg now, so payday's just around the corner. Oh, yeah, I've got the hook, the crown, and the heart. And pretty soon, Captain Scurvy Legs Gold. Not bad for a couple days' work, huh? Yeah, I know she's on to me, but come on. It's No Clue. I've got nothing to fear. So, any news on your end? Hey kids! Can you do that somewhere else? Hey!
Did he say something?
I'm trying to talk on the phone. Do you mind?
Oh, no, I don't mind. Thank you. You're welcome. There, that looks a lot better. Hope I didn't disturb the phone call.
Yeah, well, it's done now.
Oh, well, can I get you something? Nachos and cheese, perhaps?
Sure, whatever.
Okay, nachos it is. Beautiful day, isn't it? Oh, no! I looked away for just a second, and now look what a mess I've made.
It's okay. It's just water.
Still want your nachos?
I guess.
This is not much I could do to mess them up, right?
Ah!
Oh, what's wrong?
There's a lizard in my nachos.
Oh, I was wondering where he was. Come here, little buddy.
You know what? That's it. I'm out of here.
No, you're not.
Excuse me?
Look behind you.
And what is this about?
Gina Pastel, international antiquity thief, you are under arrest for stealing of Captain Hook's hook.
I don't know what you're talking about. My name is Miss Teresa Henson, and I work for a law firm.
Oh yeah? Then explain this book. How to impersonate a lawyer and 10 easy steps. She went down in the briefcase yesterday. Come on, you're no lawyer. You might as well confess.
Now, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. It's up to you. Oh, my back! After her, Stella!
Yes, Ken. Just like they say, crime doesn't pay.
Oh, be quiet.
Good work, Stella. Let's go.
Detective?
I know. I was just teasing you.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yes, it was.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it couldn't have gone much better. Good work.
What's going on? And why is Miss Henson in handcuffs?
Because Miss Henson wasn't really Miss Henson.
What?
Her real name is Gina Patel, an international antiquities thief.
So, she was a bad lady?
Yes, and if it wasn't for Detective Jillian here, we might not have caught her.
Wow, way to go, Jillian.
Yeah, good job.
Hey, why don't you take the rest of the day off? You've earned it.
Really?
Absolutely. Go have some fun.
Thanks.
I just can't believe that about Miss Henson.
I know. I was shocked too when I found out. But anyway, you finished the last leg?
Yes, we did.
Good. And you found the artifact?
Yes, got it right here. A mini treasure chest. Cool, huh?
But we couldn't open it.
That's because I have the key. Here you go.
I wonder what's inside.
Maybe directions to Captain Scurvy Leg's gold.
Oh, it's a crystal. And a pretty big one at that.
I wonder who's it belonged to.
Maybe Cleopatra.
Or the Queen Sheba. Well, what does the fact sheet say?
We don't have a fact sheet this time. We have something much better. A video message from your uncle.
What?
Oh, hello, Chris. Hello, Kelly. Believe it or not, I'm your Uncle Joe. And if you're watching this, I guess that means I'm gone, which is really a strange thought. But anyway, I'm just sorry, really sorry we never met, and it's my fault entirely. You see, I left home when I was 16, before your dad was born, and never came back. Something I deeply regret. But I wasn't running away. I was pursuing a dream, a passion. That's what I had. I wanted to see the world and hunt for buried treasure, so that's what I did. From the top of the world to the bottom of the ocean and everywhere in between. Searching countless ruins, caves, and shipwrecks, looking for long-lost treasures and artifacts. Then I heard about Captain Scurvy's Leg's gold, the treasure of all treasures, and knew right away I had to find it. So I packed my things and I moved to Mystery Island. Then I searched and I searched. Oh, and I searched for years, but I never found anything. Until one day, when I was at my wit's end, I stumbled upon an old stone church tucked away in the north end of the island. Now, I've never been a churchgoer, but that day, for some reason, I had to check it out. Inside was an old man on his knees praying, and when he saw me, he asked me if he could help. I must have looked really desperate, so I told him about Captain Scurvy's legs and my long lost and lifelong quest for treasure. He listened patiently, and then he asked if I'd like to hear about the treasure he'd found, a treasure that was far greater than the one I was searching for. And of course, I was interested. When he told me about the one true God, the Creator, the King of the universe, a God of righteousness, holiness, and justice, but also a God of mercy and love and forgiveness, a God who knows everything, sees everything, and does so many miracles, a God with no beginning and no end, a God who never changes and whose ways are higher than ours, and sadly, a God I did not know. But then he explained to me how I could find and know God by turning from my sins and trusting in what Jesus did for me on the cross. So I became a child of God that day, and my life changed. Suddenly, I had an intense desire to share this new treasure with my friends and neighbors. I also began working on a plan to reunite with our family. But that was all derailed by bad health, which is why you're here right now. I have many regrets, many things I do differently, but I can't change the past. All I can do is finish well, and so I want to give you something. Sure, I have some valuable artifacts, and I have 3 that you've already found, and those are true riches. But not by a long shot are they true riches. None of the real treasure is in things, but in a relationship with the one true God. And that's what I want you to have. The Bible says in John 3:16, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. Now, what could possibly be more valuable than that? So if you're interested, and I hope you are, I've asked Miss Mabry to explain God's plan of salvation more adequately. She can really also answer any questions you might have. And with that, I say goodbye, and I hope to see you on the other side. So goodbye, Chris. Goodbye, Kelly.
That makes me sad.
I know, me too. He was a sweet man. He used to stop by the resort. He loved this side of the island. So, any thoughts about what he said?
Yeah, it's a bummer he didn't find Captain Scurvy legs full.
I think she meant the part about God.
I know. I'm just disappointed. That's all.
But Uncle Joe wasn't disappointed, was he?
No, even though he'd spent almost 20 years searching for it. And that's because he knew he'd found something so much better.
A relationship with God.
That's right. And you can too, if you'll trust him. And who could be more trustworthy than a God who's amazingly great and perfectly good?
You're right, Kelly.
Yeah. We need what Uncle Joe had.
Really? Then what are we waiting for? Let me get my Bible, because we got lots to talk about.
There's a place you gotta see, a land of